Welcome to Soul Sync.
Welcome to the Soul Sync podcast
Oh
with your
my
fucking spiritual besties. Oh my goodness, this has been such a long time coming. I can't believe it's officially here in reality.
It has been such a long time. We've been manifesting this forever,
Mhm.
and if you work hard enough at something, it will happen. So here we are.
Preach. Fucking facts over here. Literally, back in November 2022, Taylor and I were doing a full moon ritual, doing our journaling, and we were talking about what if we made a podcast? And we were having this just like deep conversation. We're like, all right, let's record it. And that was our first podcast ever. And that was the moment where this snapped to us. Like, just it's so crazy that we finally fucking came here. But ooh, have we been manifesting this? Oh my God. Like, such a good feeling.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be so much fun. So,
Mhm.
Sammy, let's talk about like who we are. Why should they even listen to us?
Because we have literally been through the muck of it.
The muck of it.
Is that not facts?
No, that's facts. We've been through the muck.
Yeah. We
Do you know like the little Einsteins, like the into the thick of it when that was like a thing? Like into
yes.
the muck of it.
Into the muck of
Oh my
it.
god, like we make our own like little Einsteins moment.
Hashtag little Einsteins. We got any fans?
Hashtag. We even sponsor little Einsteins, okay?
That's how open we are.
That's how legit we are.
I
Shit.
am dead. And that's why y'all should listen to us because we legit.
Okay, we're getting a little off track. Let's introduce ourselves.
All right, what is up, everybody? My name is Sammy, and I am an online woman fitness and empowerment coach. So, shout out to all my Lotus babes. My self development journey started when I was 19 years old, and I went through my little spiritual awakening that was really like massive and spent 2 years of just like going through lesson after lesson and just feeling like I was drowning from all ends from just life, and everyday adulting. And I ended up meeting my shaman Mark, and I spent years learning from him. I got my Reiki 1 and 2, and then I ended up also getting my master's Reiki with the person that gave him his master's attunement, which was like the biggest honor ever. So I really spent the last couple of years just learning from mentors and just being like a sponge and relentlessly working on myself. And I ended up losing 60 pounds in about a year and a half, 2 years timeline. So that's what really inspired me to become a coach and help other girls lose weight or build muscle, depending what their goal was. But I've just been learning how to allow myself to be happy and teaching others how to do that, and I feel like with you, you've been my number one supporter. Like I'm so blessed with like the soul sisters I have in my life between you and my best friend Maddie that you guys will soon meet, and my best friend Jasmine, who I'm sure will come on here at some point. But I feel like I'm in a position where I'm so open and I want to help and serve so much. And like getting to do it with my best friend, like, oh my God, this is going to be the funnest fucking time ever. So I feel like we just have something to say, and now is the best time to do it because if not now, then when?
If not now, then when? Bitch. That is so true. And we're doing it. Like we are here finally. And honestly, it's already been so much fun.
Yeah.
So as long as you're having fun, you can never lose.
Hmm.
So I'm Taylor. I'm from New Jersey. I'm a massage therapist, soon to be licensed massage therapist. I take my exam March 1st. So everyone send me some good ass energy for that.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, please, because second time's a charm or whatever. We're not gonna talk about that. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. I got the pleasure of studying under Miss Sammy over here. She was actually my Reiki teacher. And I'm pretty sure you were the person that like totally introduced me to Reiki in the first place. Yeah, and she
Yeah.
said like, "Oh yeah, I practice Reiki." And I was like, "What in the holy hell is Reiki?" And now flashback to years later, and I'm so obsessed with it, and it has changed my life in so many ways. But also our friendship changed my life in so many ways. So I can't wait to just share with you guys, just our deep conversations. We've been through the muck of it together. I'm gonna start using that term more. I like the muck of it. It sounds it
Learn something
sounds
new.
yeah, it just sounds icky. That's where we were at some point in our lives. So this past year, I lived and studied in Costa Rica at the Costa Rica School of Massage Therapy. Um, oh my God, was that a journey? I will probably be talking a lot about that in later episodes and just things I've learned along the way there. But I really found my passion and I found my voice and just like such a passion in healing people, healing on all levels, like mind, body, and soul. So I think that'd be really cool to also tie in with this podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm definitely super excited to share with you guys like all the little wisdoms I've picked up along the way. My spiritual awakening, I feel like was it around the similar like time as yours? A
I
little
would
bit?
say so yours happened maybe, like, 2 years after mine, I would
Oh, okay, then
because I
totally not
know
the same
that
time.
I met Mark when I was, like, 18, 19. I blacked out a
Oh,
lot, like, after high school and, like, during college, especially with my drinking, like, I just, like, subconsciously blacked out a lot, but I know that I met him around that time. And then I know I met you in 2020, and
mhm.
I was, like, kind of spiritual because I was always so scared to talk about it, so this is, like, such a big moment, like, for past Sammy, who used to just hold all of this inside and be so afraid to talk about it and feel just, like, so ashamed for believing these things, and, now I'm like, "Oh my god," like, this was the most empowering thing I could have ever done for myself, and, like, if I was too bright for some other people, like, then I need to get out of the room because bye, like, I need to go shine outside.
So true. Don't dim your
So
lights for anyone.
the fact that I might have even exposed it to you is, like, just such a privilege, and it's just, like, kind of like one of those aha moments of, like, "Thank you," because I, at one point, was very scared to talk about it, so the fact that we literally have an entire podcast talking about, like, life and friendship and spirituality and all these amazing life experiences that I once used to think were, like, just the worst times of my fucking life and just played victim for so long, but now can see that other side? So thank you, girl. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
thank you. Oh my god. Sometimes it's through our darkness and hardest moments that we're able to connect with people and actually share what we learned along the way, and,
Mhm.
sometimes it's easier to pick someone up when you've been there yourself, and I feel like maybe that's where we totally connected in that way too in the beginning, is, like, you saw that part already. You went through that whole awakening, and when I met you, it did really feel like it was like you were holding out your hand to be like, "I can help you with this. Like, if you let me help you, like, I will walk you through this," and you really did. And I met Mark as well, so now he's my shaman too. Oh my god, an amazing guy. He really just connected the dots for us on so much, and I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at without his teachings, and I know you wouldn't either, so shout
Oh.
out to Mark. Hope you
Mhm.
listening to us.
I'm sure he'll be on here soon. I mean, shit, he know that question already coming. "Mark, can you come
I
on
know, oh
the
my god.
podcast?"
That'd be so cool.
That would be amazing. Manifesting.
Mhm. We're adding that to the list, okay? So, what is this podcast gonna be about, you might ask?
Oh, yeah. So this podcast is really just going to be about everything life. So it's going to be all about spirituality. It's going to be all about like perspective and friendship, relationship, finding our voice. That's what we're going to be talking about next episode. It's just going to be all these different pieces that are at one point going to align together for someone and be like, "Oh my god, like I get it." And I think it's just gonna be a lot of conversations between you and I that we already have, but they make us feel better. So we really just want to make everyone else that we can feel better too. And I feel like we've just gone through so many real world experiences is, and we've learned so much along the way. Like, I know one thing that I was always told, like, when I was growing up is like, "Sammy, you just, like, you matured so fast, like, you went through so many things, like, at such a young age," you know? And we've just been through so many phases of life, and we've done that together and have just,
Mhm.
like, experienced the most beautiful transformations and enlightenment, awakenings and true just like up levels together that I think this is just the time,
Yeah.
and we have something to fucking say. This is our chance to finally do that.
Yeah, and we do, and there have been countless times within our conversations where I would have wished there was a microphone in between us because it's like, we could have helped so many people with
Yeah.
this the realizations and the lessons we've learned through all these hard times, and
Mm,
this is really just an opportunity for us to help all of you and anything you might be going through, just to know that you're not alone also, like, there are so many people in the world experiencing similar things, and Sammy and I swear, have lived, like, 1,000 lives, like, I don't know, like,
literally.
we've been friends for 4 years, but it's one of those friendships where it feels like forever, and we have seen every side of each other. We have been through the deep pits of hell and pulled back out from one another, so it's it's just a really refreshing and beautiful friendship that we have, and it's really, really healthy, so I feel like it can also be a good kind of model for people to also work with, if maybe you don't have a lot of healthy friendships in your life, this could be
Mhm.
something to piggyback it off of,
Yeah.
or we talk a lot about communication and stuff like that, so we'll be giving you tips and tricks on how to find a friendship like ours also, so that's another thing we're gonna be talking about.
My
So
heart is, like, falling to pieces. I'm sorry. Like, oh my god, it's, like, crying, like, "I love you. Oh my god. Thank
dude, I know.
you."
Every time we record, I get a little like, "Ah, I'm so grateful." But honestly, like, how many friendships do you have where you just really stop all the time and you're just like, "I'm so thankful for this person." Luckily,
Honestly, like 3. I have my
yeah.
3. But I'm so fucking grateful for that, and, like, I went through so many old
Mhm,
relationships where it was just, like, people that I always felt like I was either too much or too less for, you know? So you were truly, like, the first person in my life that I met new, like, after I went through all the BS, because I've called, like, 19-year-old Sammy when I first started awakening, I first decided, like, I want to live life. Like, that was a huge moment for me of, like, I genuinely want to live. Like, I didn't feel like I was living at that point, Like, I felt like I was wasting my life away. So to have the friendships that I do now, like, to say that I have a solid 3 fucking girls, like, it's so beautiful to me because I did go through so many old, like, just, like,
mhm,
unaligned relationships, and I feel like all of us do, and we all do at all times. We're always meeting new people, you know?
mhm.
So I think you're right about the fact that, like, our friendship is gonna be a great example because you were the first person I genuinely met as, like, a new version of myself who just accepted me 100% as I was, and you supported me at all times, and, like, you always made me feel so validated and so loved, and, like, like, it's so corny because I always feel like you're, like, my second like, the way that my friendships are with my girls are, like, literally, like, Tom, Like, it's just so like that. But I think
Mhm.
that goes to show that, like, that's how beautiful all relationships can be. You just
Yeah,
have to want it, and you have to find those people and, know who you can rely on in that sense, And, like, I'm so happy to be like, I have a solid 3 people because if I have more, that's fucking amazing. I'll always add on more. But, like, at the end of the day, I had more with very, very, very less quality where I always felt like I was just kind of like, meh. Like I felt
mhm.
very unheard. I felt very unvalidated and I was just like unappreciated. And I've been there where I have, like, constant, like, acquaintances, like, everyone's my friend, but no one is my friend at the same time, you
I
know?
totally feel that. And it's not a good feeling. It's, like,
Oh.
kinda shitty. You don't feel seen, you don't feel heard, and
Mhm.
it can stem back to, like, what you think you deserve
Yeah.
in a friendship, and I feel like for me, it was kind of like that too, And that's why I feel like I have, like, 2 solid ride or dies. Everyone like, I have a lot of best friends, like, people I consider best friends, but when I think of 2 people that I can literally just rely on and know everything about me,
Mhm,
and, like, I will put my heart and soul into that relationship, there's 2. And you're so right, like, quality over quantity
mhm,
always with friends. And I feel like as you get older and as you experience more, like, friendships that don't serve you and you learn that more, then you really start to wean them out a little bit. So, maybe this is your sign to start looking at your friends and your
mhm,
friendships, all the relationships you have in your life. Like, some points in my life, I'll literally sit down and do that and just make sure everything's kind of, like, in check and, like, aligning with my goals and, what I'm manifesting for myself in my life. So, that brings us here, and I'm just so excited to
mhm.
start this journey with everyone. So,
Mhm,
we have a very original name, Soul
mhm,
Sync,
mhm,
Spiritual Besties.
mhm.
Why do you think we named it this?
To me, I feel like it very much so piggybacks off what we just talked about, right? When you
Mhm.
first meet someone, you don't always realize what impact like they're going to have on your life moving forward. And when I met Taylor, it just felt like my soul did, like I had no idea what she was going to bring into my life and how much light and joy and I mean, I'm literally living in a place she lived because she told me how much of a blast she had, and I was like, "I trust you, I'm gonna go live there," you know?
So true.
Shout out to Charleston, South Carolina, but, the impact that you can have just meeting one person, whether or not they stay in your life for, like, a little bit or for a season or forever, which I know that's already us, like, it has such a deep, important meaning, and for us, like, it was kind of like we had a little, like, Bluetooth connection. It was like soul sync, and, like, we both synced
Yes.
up, and we've just been that way ever since, and I've noticed since meeting you not only have I felt that way just in for the first time in my life in like a friendship, besides Maddie, of course, because I met her freshman year, but I've also been allowed and open to accept that from others, and that was like huge because before I met you, I just was not open to that at all, and then I was able to like manifest Mr. Tom over here, and like experience an actual romantic connection where I just feel so fucking loved, and I think that's what like soul sync truly means. It's just like a name of just like pure love, just like love and light and like let's all just like sync up together and just feel our best selves together.
Ugh, I love that. I literally couldn't have said it better myself. I'm so happy I asked you that question. Oh my god, that's exactly what it is.
Mm,
Seriously, and it's like, we want to expand the friendship, Like,
mm.
if you're listening to this, consider you part of our group
Oh
now.
yeah.
We're sucking you into this. This is a healthy friendship, okay?
Mhm,
This is a safe space. Always feel safe coming here.
mhm.
Social media, everything like that, feel free to talk to us, feel
Yeah.
free to interact and everything like that. And we're just gonna learn and grow together. I think as we go, we also have an ask
Mhm,
Google Docs, so you're welcome to put anything you wanna ask us, anything you want us to talk about, or even if
mhm.
you just wanna be like, "Damn, Tay Tay, you look good today," or "That last podcast, you look so damn good." And that's very much appreciated, and it's also encouraged. So, I expect to be flooded with compliments.
I can't breathe. See, this is the shit that happens. Like, Taylor makes me laugh so hard that my stomach literally hurts, giving me an ab workout over here.
Oh, girl,
But you
I'm
guys need
coaching,
this
coaching.
energy in your life. Like, you need to laugh. You need to feel that kind of love. You need to share that good energy.
Mhm.
Okay. Like, complimenting someone can make their fucking day. Okay. Being like, hey, girl, your hair looks amazing. So go share that love and like come share that love with us together and absolutely do that Q&A because any feedback is always appreciated.
Girl, that's a really cute way to end it actually, by being like, "Your homework is to go out and share the love." Like, I don't care
Love
how you do
that.
it, but, like,
Mhm,
go out and share the love. You just listened
mhm,
to us talk for however long this has been. don't you feel uplifted?
Yeah. They
You
sh
feel my
yeah.
vibe? No,
I
go out into
do.
the world. Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
go
I
out into the
certainly
world.
do. I feel like I can
Mhm.
go do jumping jacks.
Do it, girl, do it.
I probably will. I'll probably go have a fucking dance party. Like, this
Like,
is the
what's
kind of
up?
energy you guys are going to get with us, you know? So make sure that you continue to tune in. This is Taylor and I's opportunity to finally share our voice and teach you guys everything that we've been learning and continue to learn along the way. So make sure that you tune into the next episode. We're going to be talking to you about how we found our voice and give you some tips and tricks on how to find yours. And we shall certainly chat with you soon.
I love you guys.
Alrighty, peace out.